Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of The Rundown. Today is April 7th, the Friday before break. And today I have with me Mr. Jeffries.
Hello.
How are you doing, Mr. Jeffries?
I am well. It's good to be here.
So, Mr. Jeffries is actually I don't want to say replacement because that feels a little bit rude, but substitute, yes, contingency plan, if you will. My previous guest had just got COVID. So I was like, like running around with my head cut off. Everyone's been getting COVID. Mr. Dunkerley had it, I think, and he's been out. It's been a rampant thing. Crazy times.
These are crazy times. We keep thinking this pandemic's basically over, but it keeps coming back and bite us in the butt.
Keeps coming back. Yep. So speaking of crazy times, we're going to get into the news. Hear about what's been happening recently. A lot of crazy stuff. So let's hear from Anders.
Welcome back to Q5 News. I'm your host, Anders, here to give you your recent events quickly and efficiently. Let's get right into it. Our first topic today will be on Seattle Schools-owned Memorial Stadium. City and public school leaders decided last week that they wanted to replace the 80-year-old stadium with a newly updated venue. Seattle schools and city officials have sent out a request for a private company to design and build the new upcoming stadium. This project will focus on expanding the ways the stadium serves students from all backgrounds and will be integrated with the Seattle Center's arts and cultural life. Next up, Elon Musk, who is co-founder of OpenAI, the company that made ChatGPT. He warns that AI is getting too strong. Elon Musk talks about how there are both good things and bad things about developing AI to this level. He says that AI isn't regulated like planes or cars or medicine, and he believes it probably should. Elon says he isn't scared and wants you to know that you shouldn't either, but he does believe that we are advancing very quickly, maybe a little too quickly, and that there's not much effort for safety or regulation. Our last and final piece of quick news is about the 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. He's facing at least 30 counts of criminal charges after being indicted last week. Donald Trump, the first former president in history to face criminal charges, has flown into New York today where he will go through the criminal process and likely plans to plead for not guilty. Trump spent last weekend in Florida playing golf and talks about how the whole indictment will boost his 2024 presidential campaign, which is likely true as his campaign has raised over $7 million since getting indicted last week. Wow, that was some great, quick, recent events. I'm going to hand over to Weekend Weather now. Take it away, Weekend Weather. Thanks, Q5 News. This is Weekend Weather, informing you on all the weather of the weekend. Let's dive straight into it. This weekend is going to be the beginning of spring break for you guys. Unfortunately, the month does not agree with the weather. We're going to be looking at AM rains from Saturday, following more rain Sunday. Now for spring break week, we're going to be looking at Monday and Tuesday, both going to be pretty rainy, followed by Wednesday, which will have a little bit of sun. And then after Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, both going to be, you guessed it, more rain. Unfortunately, that's going to be spring break for Seattle. That's pretty much it for weekend weather. We'll see you guys after spring break. You guys have a great spring break. Weekend weather out.
All right. It's always good to hear the news from a fellow newscaster, you know.
That spring break weather forecast is looking pretty grim.
Yeah, you know what? I'm even going to be in LA. It's looking the same over there too. Rain, 60s, 50s. I'm going to be happy.
The rain's going to follow you wherever you go, isn't it?
Anything over 70 is a little too hot for me. I'm a Pacific Northwest temperamental, rain is good. I'm a fan.
Nice and gloomy.
And the Trump indictment is crazy because I feel like I'm in government with Geffner and we learn about stuff and then it just gets reflected in the news, which is weird. I like having lessons that you get to use stuff from what's happening in the day-to-day. That's always fun.
That's right, you kids. Your education can be put to work in your daily life.
All right. So what are you doing this weekend if the weather is not looking so great?
Hey, I've got band practice this weekend. We'll talk more about that in a little bit, but hey.
Yeah, let's go.
And we got to get some ice cream tonight with the kids.
Yes.
Because ice cream is always a good thing to do on a Friday night, you know.
Yes.
How about you?
My band practice was supposed to be on Thursday, but COVID. So it didn't really didn't really work out.
This kind of stuff happens.
This is true. And ChatGPT. Have you had any problems with ChatGPT and
Well, I think sometimes our kids like to think they're slick, and sometimes things show up and you read a student work and it seems a little weird. Because the ChatGPT isn't quite human sounding, so it just some words come in there like, I don't know anyone knows this word, but it's only here in this essay. So it can be messy.
Yeah, we've been talking about like ChatGPT, but even AI art kind of freaks me out a little bit, because it's like, if you like take the people out of the art, what does that do to your society? It's a very like kind of freaky time, I think, for the world. But that's enough of me gabbing. Let's slide it over to ASB, who just rolled in. Let's hear from them.
TBH, we're not ASB, but because they're just not here. But what's better than ASB? Lourdes and Dr. Williams. So, tell us how you're doing.
Yeah, I wanted to come on because I appreciate all the well wishes that I've received from, all the students. Like, I've had so many students come up to me, and I just felt like it was important for me to come on and just kind of share with everyone that I am okay. And I did get hurt last week, but it's not anybody's fault, too. I want to make that very clear as well. It's not anybody's fault. I'm a soon-to-be 55-year-old man, and when I fell on these 54-year-old knees, I wasn't able to come to school for Monday and Tuesday of this week. So that's all that happened. So I don't want anybody to think that anybody hurt me. I had people saying, where's the stitches at on your head and things like that. And I did not hit my head. I only hit these creaky knees that I have. And so I'm good. I'm okay. And the great thing about it is I have a week to get even better. So
that's true.
It's all good.
We'll talk more about spring break a little bit after this. The Video Game Club has a little ad for us to play.
Hey, do you want to win awesome prizes, play sick video games, and prove how much cooler and better you are than everyone else here? Well, do we have a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tournament for you? I'm Cade, this is Astro, and this is Donnie.
We have a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tournament April 27th and 28th in the auditorium during first lunch and advisory. You have to register via the QR codes that will be posted on posters hung up around the schools. The last day to register will be Wednesday, April 19th.
Prizes will be awarded into the top four who have won, with the first place winner are obtaining the grand prize, all courtesy of Pink Gorilla.
Remember, when you register by QR code, make sure you know exactly who you're registering as, either a competitor or a spectator. And remember, this is all thanks to the greatest game-selling company of all time, Pink Gorilla. Thank you for your time, and see ya. Love you, Seattle.
I'm amazing at Mario Kart, and maybe I'll participate, but I'll win, so I don't think I should, just to give you guys a fair chance. Anyways, back to spring break. What are you doing?
Wow, so I'm actually taking my family. I have two kids. I have a seventh grader and a third grader. We're actually going to Vancouver, so I'm super excited about that. I actually moved here from Missouri, the state of Missouri, 4 years ago, and 6 months after I moved here, the pandemic hit. So I haven't had an opportunity to take my family up to Canada, because Canada really shut down. We play like we shut down, but Canada really shut down. And so we weren't able to go visit Canada, so this gives us an opportunity to go visit, and I'm excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Canada. I'm kind of Canadian. I say kind of, like people don't get what I mean when I say that, but I'm not going to elaborate. Anyways, spring sports stuff is coming up, so go check out games when those things come up. I don't know. We love spring sports. The musical's coming up in May. I'm the stage manager. That's crazy. And Power Justice Freedom is about to happen sometime later in April, so watch out for all of the things. Anyways, I will I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I said, we're not ASB, so we don't have a joke of the day. But like my bad. Like I wasn't prepared for this. Anyways, hope you enjoyed my little cameo. His too.
Absolutely.
Yep, we're great. But you know who's maybe even better? Caroline.
That was really nice. Thank you, Lourdes. Maybe you should have done like a riddle of the day. That would have been sick, actually. That would have been cool. Anyways, Mr. Jeffries, you have band practice this weekend.
I do.
It's gonna
true.
be good. What is the name of your band?
So I'm in a band. We're called the Civilians. As you may find out, many of your Franklin teachers and other staff members have all sorts of hidden talents out there. So being in a band is just one thing that I do, and we got other musical talents around this building too. Like we got Mr. Griggs plays drums. Mr. Greg, our security guy, plays some brilliant Hawaiian stuff. We got Mr. Nichols even. Mr. Nichols, he does some sick stuff too. So we got a lot of really great talent here. And it's just, you think of us as just teacher people, but we do other stuff too. It's true.
We should form a teacher-student alliance band.
Be good.
That would be sick.
We have done in the past when there is a student talent show, usually have a staff band to open things up with folks just jamming together. So these are always good times.
You actually played with my brother once.
I did.
For his senior project.
Yep.
I was supposed to do it. I was in middle school, so I couldn't. Then you took over. I appreciate that.
I was here, yeah.
I believe it was Roland Kirk that he was trying to with the two saxophones. It was pretty crazy.
You tried to make that happen.
It was a crazy time.
The whole history of jazz,
yes,
I think.
It was crazy. Shout out Miles Grant. Any teachers, gotta keep in touch with the alums, Franklin alums. But so we've actually got a band that is made up of students from Franklin and Cleveland. So we've got a little documentary thing going on because they've got a show coming up. So let's hear about that.
Definitely want to check that out.
I'm Forrest, part of Forrest and the Evergreen. I play rhythm guitar.
We ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go.
Started around the same time I started listening to music, and ended up just listening to music and playing guitar, and that became playing songs and making songs, and then making albums and playing them live.
Yeah, so we've been playing music together as a group for a while, and just mostly covers and just kind of fun stuff. And Forrest, one of our band members, had been putting out music individually for about a year, and we figured, well, he's got all this music out, what if we kind of rearrange it for a band setting and play that at shows? And that's what that's kind of how it started.
Great show, guys. Caroline on the drums. Liam on the bass. Noah playing the guitar. Kira on the keys. Great time.
Our last show was at the Seattle Drum School, and that was our first show and went really well. Had a full audience. Then there was some other acts that were cool to see, and I was excited to play for the first time, and I'm excited to play again.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Forrest and the Evergreen. Wow, you guys, you have an encore? You look like you might have an encore.
I don't know if it's just me, but the drummer in that video kind of looks just like me, but I don't really see, it's not me, so.
It was someone who looked like you with a hat.
Yeah, people might know that I like to wear hats on occasion. That one said Sasquatch. I wear the one that says Bat Squatch. That's how you know, but, so I've actually got the poster with me today, so if you're a fan of the rock folk music, April 21st. Support your local bands. But
The Skylark's a nice place. It's
Skylark
just
is cool.
now that the West Seattle Bridge is open, it's easy to get to from
Yep.
this area. You just
Yep.
hop on that West Seattle Bridge and get off at Delridge, and don't go too far because you'll pass right by it.
so, what kind of music do you play with your band? To go
So
back
my
to
band,
that?
and part of the fun of having a band is you get merchandise. So
Yeah.
I'm rocking a T-shirt here. We're called the Civilians. We play sort of a mix of rock, psychedelic music, folk-ish music, twang-ish music, everything but ska. I think pretty much.
That's
is in our
so rude
repertoire.
to ska.
Got 3 albums out over the past several years.
That's good.
Play shows all around town. I play drums, which is apparently the cool.
That's the
instrument to play, yeah.
cool one.
Yes.
Anyone can play guitar.
Yeah, and everyone does play guitar.
Everyone plays guitar.
Yeah, so if you're looking to get into a band, don't do guitar because there's just too many guitarists out
Yep.
there. Try drums. Or
Try
maybe
drums. Or like, didgeridoo.
bass. Didgeridoo. Lots of
Mandolin.
Mandolin's always good too.
Jaw harp.
It's just like guitar.
Sitar.
Yeah.
Go a little crazy.
You could go crazy.
That would be awesome. Did you play any music in high school?
So back in high school, I did play. I played some drums. I was in the high school percussion section in my high school, back in Ohio. I even did a senior solo. We had a soloist that we had doing with the orchestra.
Yeah.
So I had a timpani solo piece that I did with the orchestra. So it's like a concerto for timpani and orchestra.
Wow.
That was cool.
Did you have like 4 of them?
Only had 3, just 3.
Okay. Well, we have 4 here, but they're all out of tune. So.
You can tune them.
No, that's like the something's off with the drum head or something.
All right.
Yeah.
Someone should look into that.
We should. Anyways, fund our schools, guys. So Mr. Faulkner was talking about bringing in some drums in here so we could trade some force together, but I'm gonna have to save that for another day, guys. I'm sorry that I can't provide that to you today, but
School funding and all that.
yeah, school funding and all that. We just don't have the time and the plan, but that would be awesome.
Or the instruments.
Or the instrument. But let's get into some music review with Elijah. Let's get into it.
What's up, y'all? My name's Elijah, and we gathered some songs from your fellow Quakers, and today we're just gonna go ahead and rate them, see which ones are worthy or not.
My name is Jaheim, and I'm in 11th grade.
What's a song by an artist you would recommend to people?
I'd say Capilot Kel and the song Mary Jane.
Any artist who actually has more than 1,000 followers?
Nate, and I'm a junior.
All right, Nate. Recommend any song by any artist.
All right, the artist is Capilot Kel. You got Mary Jane, and you got My Show. That's 2. You feel me? Great songs.
Jonathan, I'm a freshman.
Hi, Jonathan. Recommend any song by any artist.
Take My Time by DB Bada Bag.
Jada, 9th.
London, 9th.
All right. Recommend any song by any artist.
Acorn by Baby Smooth.
That's this.
Oh, we got the same one.
My name is Diego Velez. I'm in 10th grade.
And recommend any song by any artist.
Probably Chip on My Shoulder by Rod Wave. You know what I'm saying?
My name's Cassidy, and I'm a senior.
Cassidy. Recommend any song by any artist.
It would be Every Good Girl by BLXST.
My name's Angel. I'm a 9th grader.
Recommend any song by any artist.
You Alive by Two the Bands. It's a good song right there.
David Isom. I'm in the 10th grade.
All right, David. What's a song by any artist you would recommend to folks?
Sweet Lady Remix by EBK Hot Boys.
Gabriel, and I'm in 11th grade.
What's a song by any artist you would recommend?
Jaw by His Golden Messenger.
I'm Caroline.
Who?
Yeah, I'm Caroline.
Who?
I host this show. I'm on it.
Recommend any song by any artist.
For this, I'm gonna submit. I've been listening to a lot of Tom Waits, so I'm gonna submit "Clap Hands" by Tom Waits.
What's up, y'all? My name's Elijah. You can call me E-Bands. And today we're gonna be looking at some songs given to us by some Quakers in the school. I put these on a tier list. I rated them based on my personal opinion and a few of my cast members, and we're gonna see which of these songs are worthy of the aux. All right, so let's get right into it. All right, so first off, to start off, we're gonna start. Actually, let's start at the bottom. Why not? Let's start at the bottom. So there's no D tier, thank God. So at least y'all got something. Starting at C tier, we got "Chip on My Shoulder" by Rod Wave, and we got "Every Good Girl" by Blast. Now, these songs are good, especially Rod Wave, but Rod Wave got some better songs. Let's be honest. Rod Wave got some better songs. I think the person who recommended this, they just wanted to get a song off their list. So next time, recommend a better song. Maybe it'll get higher on the list. All right. B tier, we got "You a Lie" by Two the Bands, "Sweet Lady Remix" by EBK Hot Boys, "Clap Hands" by Tom Waits, and "Jaw" by His Golden Messenger. Now, these are all good songs, honestly. I think all these songs are pretty good. Some of them not my favorite. I don't really listen to Tom Waits for real. This was a new one for me. But they're all pretty good. I think they're worthy of a try. So go check those out. Next up, A tier. Only two in this tier. We have "Take My Time" by DB Bada Bag, and we got "Acorn" by Baby Schmoove. Now, these are both like excellent songs. Like the beat, the lyrics, everything is good. Honestly, I think a couple of tweaks can be made. You know what I'm saying, to make them a little bit better. You know, maybe pacing and whatnot. But both of them are great. I think worthy of the aux. Definitely worthy to put on the playlist. Definitely go check them out. And at S tier, the best of the best. Say the best for last. We have two songs by the same artist. By Kappa La Kel, we have "Mary Jane" and "My Show." Both of these songs go incredibly hard. Both of these songs are fire. Definitely worthy to be put on the aux. Definitely worthy to go on the playlist. Definitely go check it out. Kappa La Kel, he goes to Franklin, believe it or not. So go check him out. You see him in the hallway, go tell him what's up. Please go check his stuff out. It's some good stuff. All right, thank y'all for listening. This was E-Bands on QTV. Peace out.
All right, so you can't put Tom Waits at B. I'm just saying, that's just rude. I can't believe this. This is a travesty.
It's not everybody's a fan of Tom Waits. Let's look. Tom Waits, he's good, but he's not popular.
All right, so I'm just gonna end it with Tom Waits redefined a lot of music of the era, and he was a big influence for a lot of the stuff you might hear now. Anyways, so shout out to all my Rain Dogs Tom Waits lovers out there. He's thumbs downing over there. I don't care. Let's get into the outro.